What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the debate room. This is episode 99. Next episode, we hit 100. I'm so excited. I'm not gonna lie, it feels like time has been flying, man. Like, I feel like we got to 100 episodes pretty fast. We're almost 2 years into it. I appreciate all the support. If you haven't subscribed, if you haven't followed, all the socials are at the top. Make sure you do so. But today, there's a lot to unpack. There's a lot to talk about, and I'm so very, very excited. So first, we have Dejounte Murray getting traded to the Pelicans for a bag of chips. It was Dyson Daniels, Larry Nance. What was it? 2027 pick or 2025 and 2027.
2025 pick that is courtesy of the Lakers, who are probably going to be mid to late first round pick, and the 2027 pick, which is the least favorable of the Bucks and Pelicans. So I think one of those teams are going to be a good team. So regardless, it's going to be a late first round pick. So two
Yo,
late first round picks.
so basically, I don't want to call it a fleecing, but I do want to say that we got Dejounte Murray for very cheap. Now, I was a Dyson Daniels fan. I did believe that he had a lot of upside just on the defensive front, and I think that he can become a plus playmaker. Obviously, on the more offensive side, even though passing is offensive and playmaking is offensive, just like his shooting, and just like finishing ability, it's just not up to par yet. But I did think that it would develop just in a bigger role or just more time. I didn't think that just the Pelicans roster and situation that they put him in was ideal to his development. But we move off of him. We move off of Larry Nance, I would say a great glue guy, a great locker room guy. He stepped in. I would say he stepped in pretty big for us in the playoffs when JV had to be taken out and when Zion got out, got injured. But we get Dejounte Murray, All Star caliber guy. I think you said he was just an All Star like 2 years ago. So I'm not gonna lie, bro. This is a great move. I've been happy with the moves that the Pelicans made. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't too happy with us drafting Missy over Holmes, but I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. We needed a center. We got a center, an athletic big, an athletic rim protector. Now we address our playmaking point guard needs. So I'm guessing that the ideal starting lineup will be uh, Dejounte, Herb. Right now, we still have Bi, Zion, and I think that we signed JV back. The reason why I say we signed JV back is we got our rim protecting athletic big, and JV provides. Even though JV is like, I don't want to call him a cone, but even though he's like very immobile, he
He's a
does
cone.
um he's just immobile. But even though even though defensively it doesn't look great, he does provide like an offensive push that I think that we'll still be able to need. And I don't want to put Missy. I don't want to just throw him into the starting position. Like I want him to get comfortable, have reps under a seasoned veteran. So I think bringing JV back for a scoring push definitely works. Now you got to think. I didn't name CJ in the starting lineup. And mind you, I know Dejounte had a down year defensively, but we know his capabilities on defense. So you have a starting lineup of Dejounte, um, Dejounte and her. That could be a crazy backcourt defensively. Zion isn't. I wouldn't say Zion is an okay defender. He's becoming better. And now you have a rim protector on the roster. Let's look at the bench. Let's look at the bench. Now you have some pieces that you can throw around. CJ, you don't have to have him. We know who he is. He's a microwave type of guy. You have him off the bench. You have Trey Murphy off the bench. Like I'm not gonna lie, everything is starting to look up. Now I know Latif, you're like a Cavs fan, Pistons fan. I don't know what you're doing these days, but you're like proposing that we get Jared Allen, which I'm cool with that. But I don't know, man. I think uh, a team of Zion, Bi, and Dejounte Murray at the forefront. I think it can work. I think it can work.
Okay. Well, first of all, y'all are not keeping Bi. Like realistically, y'all are not keeping Bi. I don't think this move signifies that y'all keeping Bi because I think having Bi and Brandon Ingram is so repetitive as far as like offensive look. Both of them just like to shoot a lot of mid range, tough mid range shots.
You said what?
I say it's repetitive offensively.
You said having Bi and Brandon Ingram.
Oh my bad, Bi and Dejounte Murray. Having Bi and Dejounte Murray is repetitive to me offensively. They're both guys are now like great athletes. They love to just take tough twos.
Dejounte Murray is an athlete. Let's not. And Bi is an athlete. Again, let's not. I also didn't name Brandon Ingram defensively because he's actually been pretty good on the defensive end as well.
Right.
Especially as of late. So again, also really, it's not that Bi can't take it. It's not that Bi can't make
a lot of threes.
He just doesn't take them. And
not what he's good at.
I wouldn't say that's not what he's good at. He's just found his niche. His niche is
he's gotten better at it. He got better as a shooter, but he's not a great 3-point shooter. He's not a great one at all. He's if he takes more, I guess he'd probably be good, but he just doesn't take a lot. He was like 35% last year, 36% last year on like 3 attempps.
I mean, that's just he just doesn't take them. I mean, his niche is get in between.
In year 7, he's gonna just have a personality change like. Year 7 or 8.
It's not about personality change. It's just about, bro, just step back like six inches. Literally. Pause. I guess that's pause. I said it earlier.
That's not pause.
Yeah, I mean, Riv was trying to act like it was pause. Dejounte Murray, somebody who's been shooting better as of late. Like we have shooting now. We have athleticism. We have microwave scoring off the bench. I still predict Trey Murphy. If Bi stays, I don't think that he'll have necessarily have the room to break out even further if Bi was gone off the roster. But even if Bi is gone, I still think that Trey Murphy can step up and produce more. And if Bi is still here and Trey Murphy is off the bench, I think that he can still do his microwave scoring, shoot from 40 feet. Lock in defensively. I think that this year he'll be able to put the ball on the floor a little bit more. CJ and Trey, man, in the second unit. So I'm not mad. Like I'm very excited. I think this team. I think barring injury, if this team stays healthy, it can be some dark hope. It can be some dark horse stuff, bro. It can be some dark horse. It can be some.
All right.
It can be some Mavs magic. I'm not gonna
lie. No, it cannot.
Yes, it can.
All right, stop. I'll let you have your time, bro.
Stop. See, this is what we're not gonna do.
Brandon Ingram's not even staying, but go ahead.
First off, we don't know that.
Yes, we do.
We don't know that.
He's going in the next 3 days.
Bro,
it's not set in stone.
They reported, bro.
Okay, but it's still not set in stone. It didn't happen yet. So as of right now, we have Bi. But let's say he's gone. I said what I said about Trey Murphy. I think that he can step up into that role. It may take some time. It may take some time, but I think that he can step up into it. We just seen Zion Williamson play 70 games this year. Now, unfortunately, he got hurt in the end. But what did he do in the not a closeout game? What did he do in a playing game against LeBron against a great defense? LeBron, Anthony Davis.
But go ahead.
So any defense that's manned by Anthony Davis, I will call it great. I'm not gonna lie.
No, they were middle of the pack last year.
It just literally wasn't good.
Anthony Davis anchoring it?
No, it wasn't. Our point of attack defense is terrible. It was a good match, great matchup for Zion, yes, but it's not a great defense. But go ahead.
Okay, well that's mainly what I meant. But you have LeBron and Anthony Davis, and he completely dominated them. So I mean, I don't know. I'm taking my I can't even remember the phrase. But hey, I'm telling you, man, Zion is stepping into superstardom. Like the generational talks. That's what I've seen. Like when I was watching that game, I was like, oh yeah, he's tapping back into it. So just off of that, man, I think some crazy stuff can happen in New Orleans, man.
Okay. Now they're not keeping Bi. Let's be serious. But and I think Trey Murphy is just better for the spacing in the lineup. Like y'all need that desperately. Y'all gonna add Dejounte Murray to the team. This move was good because you didn't give up a lot to get Dejounte Murray. He's an upgrade at point guard that you needed. CJ could not run point guard. That was disastrous. So in that sense, it's an upgrade. In that sense, it's a good move, a great move. But has the Pelicans ceiling at this point in time really changed? No, not really at all. It's heavily contingent on Zion Williamson's health. Like even if you're going to have wishful thinking that he stays healthy for an entire playoff run, that's wishful thinking one. And two, even if he does stay healthy for the entire season, y'all will still lose in the second round. Let's be serious. I don't think Dejounte Murray is that good of a player where he moves the needle like that. Like Dejounte Murray, like he's a fringe all-star caliber player. Like so we don't have to talk about this move like it moves the needle. It doesn't. It was a great move because you didn't give up a lot. But Dejounte, we still have to know, can he get back to what he was in San Antonio defensively? That has yet to be shown. We are just saying he possibly could, but for the last 2 seasons, he has not been good defensively. That's one. Two, his best thing is shooting the most inefficient shot in basketball, a mid-range. From 3 last year on improved, him being an improved 3-point shooter for most of the season, it was still that 36%. And I believe league average shit. And I think a lot of that was
better than K, but we call him a good shooter, I guess.
Nobody's calling K a good shooter. You keep saying that, but okay. Dejounte Murray, most of it was on catch and shoot attempts. He was like at 38% on catch and shoot attempts. His pull-up 3-point shooting was not good. His pull-up shooting was not good in general. So it's just not like a needle for me.
That boy clutch though. That boy clutch. In the clutch, he does not miss nothing. So hey, I don't know.
For me though, it's like
close.
And hold on.
This ain't no blockbuster move, bro.
I love that you brought that up. Because guess who folded in the clutch this whole year? CJ McCollum. Now we have a guy who can actually run the offense better and could show up in clutch time. We don't have somebody who could,
I really don't know that,
but can be autistic at the end of the game.
That's crazy.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
That was crazy terminology. And also, I really don't know if he's gonna run better. He's gonna run the offense better than CJ, sure, but I just don't feel like I don't think that highly of Dejounte Murray. I don't know what to say. I don't think he's like he gonna run this offense that great either. To be honest, I really don't think. I don't think your offense gonna get significantly better with this move, especially if I lose BI. So I just don't. I don't like it. Like Dejounte's not efficient. He's not. His best year efficiency was last year.
Who's BI?
Yeah, last year was like his career high, like his career best true shooter. I'm pretty
sure. What was
it,
it, bro? 55.5. That's average. Not good.
It's average.
That's below the league average. League average.
League average like 56.
I think it was like 58 last year. I think it was like 58.
Maybe.
And then in 2023, he was 54%, 53%, 52%. Like he's not efficient. Like I just don't. He's not efficient, and his defense has not been there for 2 years. So I just don't. It's not like mind blowing. So it's not a needle mover for me. I get why you're excited as a Pelicans fan, but for me, it's like they got better, I guess.
I mean, there was never a move that was going to make this team better. Like this, there's no option that was going to make this team a much better team. You pretty much just staying at a stalemate and just trying to move on from a contract that you're just not trying to pay. That's really what it's about. Yes. I still need some type of player next to Zion, and I know I'm not keeping BI after this week, so it's like still need something there, and that still keeps you pretty much the same place where you was at, and that's all you need. That's all they can hope for. They still second round. If Zion was healthy last year, there's a 50-50 chance they beat the Thunder, but they definitely wasn't going to beat the Mavs. So like their ceiling is still a second round ceiling.
Yeah, I don't know. Was it? Did their ceiling change for you, Jaden? Do you think? Well, I don't know. You just said they could make the finals, I guess. So that's basically what you just said. So
I didn't mean it in finals. I just meant like they could be like nobody thought that the Mavs would make it as far as they did, and I just think that people are still going to undermine.
Hey. I picked the Mavs every series.
I mean, we got to go back. We got to go back to the tier list when before the playoffs started. We got to go back to that. I don't know.
I had them in dark. I had them in dark horse contender So
I've literally picked the Mavs every series. I never wavered every single time. Like I knew they was gonna end up there.
The majority of NBA fans and of NBA dialogue didn't have the Mavs going far, and I just believe that.
AQ, the league average shooting last year was 58. He was 3 points. He was 3 points under
That's
the net.
crazy. That's crazy. Just like 2 years ago, it was like 56.
I just believe that they can make it. They can make it a little bit further, and also, I mean, it's a lot of people who like to just hop on and off of the Zion bandwagon, just like last year. They were going to be dark horse contenders. They can make it to the finals, and then they hopped off, and then they hopped.
No, they was decent last year. The thing I said the reason why the only reason why they were in the play-in is because BI got hurt. The BI didn't get hurt. They would have been like the 4th or the 5th seed. I was giving them props. I didn't say nothing too crazy. What happened?
I never heard anybody say they can make the finals ever.
I thought they could make the second round.
First off, I wasn't talking about finals, but there were definitely people who were saying that they could make the finals, and that was like national media. That was like national media saying that. Also, by the way,
that was Stephen A. and them, but he said finals.
No, Kendrick Perkins said finals.
Okay.
I think Stephen A. did say it. I think Richard Jefferson also said it. I don't know if he said finals, but I think he said like they were dark horse. Yeah, like NBA media, like people who are like I don't want to say clouded, but have like an audience. People are definitely saying like they were dark horse. So, but I think that ends the Pelicans topic. I think we got.
Do you want to talk about the flip side of the trade with the Atlanta Hawks and their direction now? I mean, there is 2 sides of this trade.
I didn't even think about nothing. I didn't think nothing of the Hawks. Like, I mean, I didn't even really care for it because I don't know what that does for them either.
I think it signals they trading Trae Young to me. For me, it signals that because
and I think that you'll. I don't want to say you'd be well off because you're losing a guy like Trae Young, but
who's running point? What they gonna get? D'Lo?
Nah, they would definitely.
That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. D'Lo.
No. Calm down. Calm down. I don't think they take anything first. I don't think we have. Well, no, I don't think the Lakers have three trade on first.
We used the 1st round pick already. For tonight.
We don't have it.
Look what they took for Dejounte. Hey, look, we got 2 firsts for you. You can have D'Lo, you can have Rui, and you can have Vando. Take all 3 of them. Take them.
I think if they trade Trae Young, they're going to be trading him to the Spurs because they get their picks back if they do that. It just makes more sense to me.
The Spurs came out and said they don't have no interest in taking that dude. Like, they do not want him. Pop don't want him. Pop didn't want him on the USA team. Like,
I think trading Trae Young only makes sense if you trade him to the Spurs. If not, then you're gonna have to be mid again and eye your pick. So I'm not gonna lie. Even if they don't trade Trae Young, they can still be one of the worst teams in the league again. Like they can still the Spurs can have 2 top 10 picks again next year. For real. To me.
I feel like they went on a bad stretch because Trae Young went down. Trae Young.
They lost Dejounte Murray though. They lost Dejounte Murray.
Yeah.
I mean, the Hawks have a lot of.
They played 500 basketball with or without when either one was on the
court. That is true.
But what you were saying, Jaden?
I think the Hawks do have some bright spots on the roster. What's his name?
Jalen Johnson.
Yeah, but just not at guard. Like, they still need somebody to run the show, or at least
Kobe Buffkin, bro. You got Jordan Poole 2.0, bro, but better.
That's not a good comp.
Better probably. Defensively, he's better, of course. But I'm just talking about like the steez, like the, you know what I'm saying, like the war. You feel me?
They just both went to Michigan, bro. I hate that. I hate that comparison when they making that in the draft. I don't like the comparison.
They look like though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, they do kind of look like also.
Yeah, that is true.
All right, that wraps up the.
I got a Dejounte Murray. Would you rather though? I do have one of those. Real quick. All right. We're gonna do a Dejounte Murray. We're gonna do a Dejounte Murray. Would you rather? First name up, Brandon Ingram.
Bi. He plays a more coveted position. He does more things better. Dejounte cool, but like we said earlier, his upside, his bright spot was defense. He doesn't really do that anymore, so it doesn't really matter when talking about Bi and comparing them. And he's not as efficient as Bi, even though Bi is still not the most efficient player. They do the same things. Bi just does it better.
Jake? I don't think this is a debate, to be honest.
Yeah, I would probably take Bi just because I feel like his archetype works a little bit more with the style of play that they have. He's just like a bigger guy. Like I don't know. I'm taking Bi. It sounds better in my head, but I'm taking
Bigger
Bi.
guy is crazy.
Yeah, all right, bro. I see what we do on this episode. Bro.
Right? Okay, I'm taking Bi pretty clearly. I know he played bad in that playoff series, but he was injured a little bit. I think he's better than Dejounte Murray. I don't think it's a question. I think Bi was a top 30 player coming into the year last year. But anyways, next name up. No, he was top 30. Next name up is Darius Garland.
Dejounte Murray.
I'm taking Darius Garland.
Defensively, he clears.
Dejounte is not a good defender. Dejounte is not a good defender. Stop saying that.
Dejounte is better defender. Is a better defender than
really. Is he really? Though? Is he really?
Yes.
Last 2 seasons has he really been? He's been very bad.
Yes, the issue with what you're saying, Steve, is that doesn't matter. Him being a bad defender is still a better defender than Darius Garland. That's one. But two, the answer is Darius Garland.
Okay.
The answer is Darius Garland.
Darius Garland.
Way better playmaker.
So hold on. We're talking about some fluke years defensively that he had. But
fluke years? How do we know it's fluke? How do we know it's fluke?
How do we know that Darius Garland's off year this year was a fluke?
I didn't say it was. I never said it like that. I never said it like that.
2 seasons ago, that could have just been a fluke. We don't know.
He had the same season back-to-back years, with and without Donovan Mitchell. Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy. I've never seen that. Actually, I've seen that before. But that could still be a fluke. When he did this, it like popped up balloons.
Oh.
But it could still be a fluke. Like we don't know. So I'm taking Dejounte Murray. Defensively, he's better. Playmaking wise, I don't see.
Darius Garland's a better playmaker than Dejounte Murray.
I don't see a huge gap.
No, that's a huge gap. Stop lying, bro. That's crazy.
Huge?
I'm not gonna lie. Yes. There's a huge gap. There's a huge gap. That's not even close. I'm not gonna lie.
It's not huge, bro.
That's not even close, bro. That's not even close. I would say like low key, Darius Garland is a better scorer.
Low key? What you mean by that?
No, I'm saying he's a better scorer.
Oh, I thought you like that's not really low key.
We should. I don't think defense should be the part of this debate. To be honest, I really don't, because neither one of them are no all world defenders. Like Dejounte is not no all defensive type of defender anymore. He was a negative the last 2 years. Anyways, next name up is Jamal Murray. I don't know why we trolling. It's too much silence. I don't know why we trolling. It's not even fun.
Yo, I want to do this so bad.
Jamal Murray clears Dejounte Murray. Jamal Murray clears.
He doesn't clear. But I will say that it is Jamal Murray. I think that although I don't like to take this into consideration, but we do have to consider the circumstances and just the settings that they are both in. You're next to the greatest player I've seen with my own eyes.
That's just not true. I'm not gonna let you do this.
He said Jokic is the best player he's seen with his own eyes.
In current day.
No, LeBron is definitely better. You watch LeBron.
That's just not true, bro. I'm not gonna let you do that.
Anyways, we know how I feel about LeBron.
I'm not gonna let you do that.
Close. But he plays next to, I would say, a generational talent at center. So I don't know. Like you have to take that into consideration. I don't want to say level of defenses because they're both like second options, but it's just different. Like it's the gravity that Jokic garners is different from the gravity that I would say Trey garners. So it's definitely different, but I'll probably still take Murray in this case.
All
I'm
right.
with you. I'm with you.
Next name up is Mikal Bridges.
Give me Dejounte, man. I ain't gonna lie. Give me Dejounte. Give me Dejounte. Mikal, when Dejounte Murray was by himself, he was better than what Mikal Bridges was by himself. Just off that, I'm gonna go with Dejounte. Yeah, Mikal Bridges is cool and all that, but he also wasn't the greatest defender he was because last year that he was 2 years ago. So if we gonna keep doing that, then yeah, give me Dejounte.
I think more teams would rather have Mikal Bridges, but I think Dejounte Murray. Damn, can I finish my sentence? I think more teams would rather have Mikal Bridges, but I think Dejounte Murray is a better player, so I'm taking Dejounte.
All right.
I think you put that perfectly, Latif. Player for player, I think that player for player, I would say Dejounte is better, but just fitting like a team's scheme and just like offensive or just fit wise, I would probably have Mikal Bridges.
All right, last name is LaMelo Ball.
LaMelo.
Hey, listen. I'm not gonna lie. I forgot what LaMelo looked like for real. To be honest, like I gotta search a picture. I had to search him up right now so I can remember what he looked like. But I'm gonna go LaMelo.
LaMelo ain't played in 2 years though. That's kind of crazy.
It's not a. Obviously, I don't think it's a clearing, but I think he a better shooter, better playmaker.
Wait, do you think Cade and Dejounte is a clearing?
Cade better than Dejounte Murray, bro.
All right, so
I don't think that's a clearing.
If Cade is better than Dejounte, then LaMelo is better.
I don't get the correlation. But
yes, you do. Stop it. That's why you have to wipe your mouth.
Nah, but anyways, yeah, I'm taking LaMelo Ball for sure. All right.
So speaking of Mikal Bridges, Mikal got traded to the Knicks. Like 2-3 days ago. You see it all over Twitter. The Nova Knicks, just the whole Villanova squad is over there in New York. And OG re-signed for what, 212 million? I think that's what the exact number was. Me personally, I love the trade. I wouldn't say I love the trade. I like the trade of Mikal to New York. I think it fits. I would much rather them have gotten off of Julius Randle and got like a superstar talent back, but I see it. I see it with Mikal. He's a great like bridge type of piece. But if you get Mikal, I don't understand re-signing OG. You would have to assume that Mikal it's the nucleus of Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle, and Mikal. I believe that they're not going to move off of Julius Randle.
They're not going to move on. They're going to move on Julius Randle.
I don't think so.
Why not?
I don't think so, bro. First, I believe that they think that Jalen Brunson is like a. I don't want to say a number one option, but I think that they
think he's the number one. You can say that. That's exactly what they think he is.
Okay, yeah. I think that they think that he's a number one type of option. Also, Julius Randle, what was their record before Julius Randle went down? And he was playing amazing. So you add that back. You get Mikal, somebody who's a great number 3. You would assume that he takes the position back of what he was doing with the Suns and like an elite defender.
To be honest, he was a 4th option in Phoenix. But I don't want to dive too deep into that. It's not really that important. But
He might be the fourth option now too. To be honest, well, it depends on what you think about him and OG, but who knows?
But yeah, so you get him, and you assume that he would take on the role of what he was doing with the Suns, just being elite defensively, doing what he does on offense, like you were talking about, pin downs, just off ball movement, cutting stuff like that. The reason why I don't understand why you sign OG for that much money is you basically got the same type of player but better with Mikal. I just think Mikal is better than OG. So and you have a need in at the center spot. You have Hartenstein who played phenomenal. So now you're gonna lose out on Hartenstein. You gave all this money to OG. I just don't get it. I just don't get it personally. Mikal is just overall better than OG, and OG is a great player. I would assume that Mikal becomes the elite defensive talent that he was on the Suns. Offensively, he's better than OG, so I just don't understand it. You have a need in Hartenstein, and now you're gonna miss out on him. So I don't know. It just kind of puzzles me.
I don't think they necessarily going to lose Hardenstein though. They still have some flexibility where they can trade Julius Randle. They can trade. Okay, I do. I think that's a strong possibility. I think they could trade Julius Randle. I think they could trade Mitchell Robinson, and then possibly keep Isaiah Hartenstein. But let's say they don't do that and they just lose Isaiah Hartenstein in free agency. If the lineup is Brunson, Mikal, OG, Randall, Mitchell Robinson. That is the second best team in the East. That is a team that could possibly make the finals. I wouldn't pick them to make the finals, but that would be the best bet to beat Boston in the East. And that's going to be a top 5, top 6 team in the entire NBA.
I don't mean to cut you off. What you mean Mikal Bridges is straight up better than OG?
Mikal's better than OG, bro. I think he is. I think he is.
On offense, what he do better than him?
I think he's a better scorer.
Yeah, I would say he's a better scorer. I mean, on the ball, I wouldn't know because I haven't really seen it much with OG, so I wouldn't really I would still give the edge to Mikal. I think in the half court, the offense in the half court with the Nets, I don't think it's been great for the past 2 years since he's been there. It hasn't been great, so I don't know. But offensively, I would definitely say he's a better scorer.
He's better. He's better because you can actually run pin downs and plays like that for him. But OG, he's not gonna come off a pin down and just pull up for a three like that. His bread and butter is corner threes, bro. We know this.
I mean, in the corner. In the offseason,
did you watch OG with the Knicks?
Yes, I did.
Then that's not what he was doing offensively for the Knicks.
A lot of his 3-pointers was from the corner, a lot of them.
That was the bulk of his offense. I don't want to dive too deep into this, but I mean, there's nothing that suggests what you're saying. But okay,
he was taking. He was taking and making at first some mid-range pull-ups for sure, and I saw him.
I mean, we can get the numbers. It ain't hard to get the numbers.
Continue on with your shit.
It's super easy. NBA.com is a website.
Yeah, it is. No, I'm just saying. Go ahead. Continue. Don't stop because it is.
No, I don't gotta stop. But anyways, yeah, I think they're gonna be the second best team in the East, and just because of they are one of the best franchises in terms of attendance. If they do get into that first, second apron, it will limit how much they can improve their team and the flexibility that they have and free agents they can sign and buyouts, all that type of stuff. But they're going to be able to compete for the next 5 seasons. I think signing OG to that money, why it was a crazy overpay, and trading 5 first-round picks for Mikal was a crazy overpay. It does put them in contention for a championship, I believe, and contention in the East. I don't got to beating Boston, but when you have a person like KP who continues to deal with injuries, who's probably not going to start the season off. It's you never know with KP, and I think they're going to need KP to beat the Knicks. So I think they do have a possibility to make the finals, and depending on the matchup, win the finals. To be honest, they're one of the toughest teams. They're gonna get all the 50-50 balls. They're gonna have continuity is underrated, but when you gonna have brothers playing together, I know people have been memeing like the power of friendship thing, but that's an actual thing that can help a team. What you having that chemistry and continuity with the team. I think OG fits right in with that too. So
it's just the bench pieces. Like, of course, you have DiVincenzo. Who else? Josh Hart will probably be coming off the bench. But do you think that they'll have the just the offensive impact, or just impact in general that the Celtics bench has? Peyton Pritchard showed up great in the playoffs.
Their bench is gonna be better than the Celtics. I don't know what we're talking about. Josh Hart, Dante.
I mean, it's easy to say that off names, but
McBride.
Deuce is okay.
Deuce is a good bench player. He's a good bench player. I mean, for what he is. Dante off the bench and Josh Hart off the bench is better than the
I don't really recall what he did in the Pacers series.
He's a bench player. He's gonna have ups and downs, but he has some really good moments for them when Jalen Brunson wasn't playing well.
I'm saying I feel like consistently you got like great bench production out of the Celtics, and they were like you have to shed light that the Celtics were like the best team in the league, of course, but are they going to be able to do that consistently?
Yeah, I mean, I believe in their bench. I don't think, and with that starting five, you don't really got to worry about that too much. But even their seventh and 6th, 7th, 8th man is going to be pretty good. Dante, Josh Hart, they do need a backup center so they can get someone like Goga from Orlando. That would be pretty nice. They definitely going to need a backup center because Mitch be getting injured, and they were already light at the center spot last year because Hardenstein was dealing with injuries at some point. They was really running out Taj Gibson out there. So they definitely signed up. Yeah. They still got pressures, don't they?
Yeah, they signed him back.
Yeah, so.
They kind of don't have a choice.
But for me, though, yeah. You don't got no thoughts on them?
Oh, no, I didn't know you was finished.
Yeah.
Like it's an overpay. I don't care about they overpaid to try to win a championship. That doesn't really matter. Like the cost is still the cost. And I mean, if you want to boil it down to these picks are going to be late first rounders. I mean, cool. It's still you didn't have to give up that many picks. You really could have. If you wanted to play hardball, you could have gave up 3. If not, you could have went and got a better player. But I understand, keeping your star player happy. If you're looking at it from the standpoint of you keeping Jalen Brunson happy, you putting something together that was proven, albeit 8 years ago. I mean, if it helps Jalen Brunson sign that smaller extension that he could this offseason, and that way, you have more flexibility to work around things, the depth, the overall play style, ability, matchup, whatnot, all that. I mean, I guess maybe might be worth 5 first-round picks, but I wouldn't have done it. But the player, I mean, he fits. He doesn't really need the ball in his hands. Like I said, he's a pin-down merchant and whatnot. He's not really about to create. He with less offensive, scoring like attention and whatnot. He should be better defensively. Him and OG together probably form a top 3 defending wing duo. If Julius Randle's still there, which he probably not, that's still a walk-in 20 and 10 every other night. And Jalen Brunson, this helps him. You could take down his usage. And that way he's a lot fresher in the playoffs. He won't get hurt and whatnot because with Dibs, you never know what could happen. It's overall cool. I mean, as of right now, they're the second best team in the East. I still think you got to wait on some other things, but their depth is pretty hard to compete with.
We seen Mikal average about 2022, them last 25 games. Before that he got traded for KD, so he was already slight breaking out while also still playing great defense. He just wasn't.
Guess who wasn't playing? Guess who wasn't playing Guess who wasn't playing during that stretch?
I think
Devin Booker was dealing with injuries. So yes,
okay.
Same like we're in Brooklyn. And if nobody there, somebody got to get the shots. So don't take that.
Devin Booker was still there. He was still there. I think
barely,
he was still playing.
Barely. That
Oh,
first
Bailey was
that first
crazy.
part that first part, yeah, that's the back half before he got traded. No, Devin Booker had just came back and he got traded.
December. I'm looking at something right now, but it was on good efficiency too. He wasn't the focus of all of us. Aiden was there too. CP3 was dealing with injuries, but I think that sample size has some validity to it, to what we can see for the Knicks. Like if he can on a downside role, he can give you about 20 a night with some great defense. I think that's what's going to happen this season.
How is he gonna give you 20 a night on a downsized role when he couldn't give you 20 a night in a downsized role?
Because
He couldn't even
what?
20 a night for the
Didn't
Brooklyn.
Mikal Bridges average 18 points already, bro? He's a better offensive player since then, bro. To me personally, that's what I think.
How is he gonna average 20 a night on the Knicks? You think they're gonna have 4 20-point scorers?
Yeah, he averaged 20. Wait, let me see. He averaged 20. He averaged 17 for the Suns that season. But what I was gonna say, so depending on if they keep Julius Randle, which I think they might possibly move Julius Randle, that definitely opens it up more for him. But I would say who's going to average 20? Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle average 20, and then it'll be Mikal too, probably averaging 20. I think OG
literally wants a big offensive role. Like he's gonna, and with
I don't
all
know if
that bread,
he's getting
he's gonna want the ball. He's gonna want to do things. That's what he's been wanting. It's just not gonna suddenly change now. So unless you think they're gonna have 4 20-point scorers, I doubt Mikal's averaging 20.
OG averaged 14 last year for the Knicks.
Huh? He averaged like 14.
He averaged 14 last year for the Knicks.
That's cool. He still wanted a big offensive role. He just ain't get it, and then he got hurt. We don't know what could happen. We never seen a consistent OG at all.
Okay. So I got the stats for him for OG. Since he was traded to the Knicks or whatever, he's attempted less than 1 mid-range a game. Jaden, so I don't know where you got that from. He also he attempted 2 above the break threes and shot 31% from 3. Most of his 3-pointers, 46% and 40. No, he shot 44% from the corner. So most of his corner threes.
Got that from? I didn't say he was like a mid-range. I didn't say he was like a mid-range.
He just wasn't though. He just wasn't doing that.
I didn't say that was his. I didn't say that was his better. I didn't say that was his better.
Most of his points.
I was just saying he was going to it like that was something that he was going to. He wasn't just somebody who's just stuck in a corner like that. Just wasn't. He was going to it at times.
He got about 8 points in a restricted area at the rim, but those are off cuts. Like we being serious.
I mean, he's like one of the best cutters in the league. So
yeah, he is. Yeah, but I think they did give a lot. But
we're talking about niggas that get their buckets the same way, or somebody else doing something for them.
Yes,
and one's more efficient, but whatever.
One is coming off. Pin downs, and I think that's
which
more valuable.
Just because you come off a pin down does not mean that's more valuable than hitting the corner three. Because that three is more that 3 is way more valuable than the 2-point mid range off that pin down that Mikal's shooting.
He shoots pin downs off threes too. He shoots pin down threes.
OG's a better 3-point shooter than Mikal Bridges, bro.
Yeah, I mean, for the corner.
The only thing he's better at OG as in the mid range, and if you're gonna value that, cool, whatever.
Who do you think is better at creating their own shot? I think it's
Mikal.
It sure could be Mikal. That doesn't matter. Because that's not what he's best at. That's not what you should want him to be doing. So I don't care if he's good at that.
Yeah, I just can't get. I think he's a better offensive player than OG. Like OG is primarily cuts and 3-point corners. Like you could, like he's
better at something, better than OG at something that he's not going to be asked to do. So it doesn't matter if he's better at it.
At some spaces he's gonna be asked. It depending on if Julius Randle's on the team, probably less asked to create his own shot. But if he's not on the team, he's gonna be asked to create his own shot more for sure. And they're gonna need someone a secondary.
I don't know that. I'm not gonna go off a.
If Julius Randle's on the team, they're not gonna need a secondary scoring option.
I don't know.
Okay. You also are you a big
My
fan
fault,
of Mikal?
bro. You got it. You're right. He's gonna be the second. You got it.
I would assume if Julius Randle's on the team, he
You
would be the
got
second
it.
option.
You got it.
I guess it's crazy.
Right.
I guess it's
You're
crazy.
right. You're right.
Let's get into the NBA draft winners and losers. I don't really think that this segment should be too long, but I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna get this out the way pretty quickly. My winners would have to be the Utah Jazz. Are we gonna do like two winners, or we're just people who we think won?
I mean, you stole the best ones. Go ahead, though. I mean, it's up to you.
All right, yeah, I'll say that. The Jazz won this draft for sure. Um, they got Collier at the end of the draft. What was he, like the 29th pick? Yeah, he's the 29th pick. Somebody who was projected to be like a high end lottery top five. I think people even had him as the number one pick before the season started. Got hurt. Still showed incredible flashes after he came back from injury. So to get him at the end of the first round, I think is amazing. And then of course you get a guy like Cody Williams. So they were for sure winners, I would say. Losers of the draft, even though like I'm not too mad. I'm not too I want to say I'm not too mad, but I'm blanking on his name, bro. Who did the Bucks get? The Bucks are the losers, but what's the dude that they got? AJ Johnson. Yeah. AJ Johnson, he played in the NBL. I think he only averaged like 3 points. He didn't play too much, but the thing is that they drafted him at the 23rd spot, and that could be a huge mistake if it doesn't pan out. But it could be something great if it does. So, I mean, and playing in the NBL at what 18, I think he's only like 18. That's a tough feat. Like that league is very very tough. So he got some experience over there. Maybe they saw something that just some casual fans like us didn't see.
Who are we talking about right now? I'm sorry, I blanked out. I blanked out. Who are we talking about?
AJ Johnson.
Oh, AJ Johnson. Oh no, that was a terrible pick. I mean, yeah. My bad. Go ahead. My bad. You said casual fans, and that woke me up. I was confused.
I mean, like people who aren't like basketball higher ups, nigga. My bad.
Language. You said the Bucks are losers? Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
I would have had them on there too if they didn't draft Tyler Smith. I like Tyler Smith, and that was a good gift for them for sure. So I don't know. So that kind of rectified it. If they would have did the opposite, well, I don't know. AJ Johnson at 37 would have been too high too. I think he was like a late second round pick, like probably like a 50 in the 50s range for me. Like I don't know what they saw. 2 points per game, 37% from the field. I mean, he's a good athlete, and I guess he has some tools, but I think AJ Johnson is years away from being a NBA player. And considering you drafted that at what 23, that's nuts. So your winner was Utah, and your loser was the Bucks, right?
Mm.
All right, I'll do my winner and loser.
So
I think. No, I have a list right here, bro. I'm never not prepared. Anyways, the Nuggets were when they were the draft to get DeRozan Holmes at 22. When they needed a backup big desperately, they had Aaron Gordon playing backup 5 minutes when Jokic was on the bench. What's up, Q?
Yeah. They have Zeke Naji, and they paid Zeke Naji that bread. He just can't get him on the court.
I mean,
he'd be hurt.
Yeah. So I like DeRozan Holmes. I love him as a prospect a lot. I think he could have went a lot higher than what he did. He's the best passing big man in the class. His 3-point shot got better every single year. He can protect the rim. He's a good athlete. And so to have that passing, if that passing pops in the NBA, that rim protection, that ability to stretch the floor, it's one of the best things you can ask for when Jokic is on the bench. So hopefully he can develop how he's supposed to, or he comes in as a more so finished product because he's older, being like a 21-22 coming into the NBA. So I think that was a big W for them. Also think the Suns were a winner. At first, I didn't like that Ryan Dunn pick at all. I didn't really like that Ryan Dunn pick, but because he can't really like shoot. He can't shoot or
He
create.
cannot do anything on offense.
Yeah, he cannot do anything on offense at all. It's a dark hole on that side. But they also got Jalen Bridges. They got Jalen Bridges. They second round. Oh yeah, they got Oso. They got Jalen Bridges. They second round and undrafted period was great. I love Oso. He's a high IQ player. He has defensive versatility and athleticism. So I love what they did in the second round. I think the Suns ended up being a winner just because of what they did in the second round. Losers. I think the Spurs and Thunder. Well, you have the Spurs and the Thunder being losers too. I don't want to steal. What you gonna say? Okay, I got the Thunder being losers. I didn't get any of their picks. Topic, like I don't know. I don't know what his role is going to be on this team. He also going to be injured for the first year. They feel like they need another ball handler.
You know why they went with Topic. You just don't agree.
And they feel that they need another point guard. I think there are some better options in free agency or for trade, like Colin Sexton. But for the fact that he was one of the better prospects in the class,
Colin Sexton isn't a playmaking guard,
bro. Colin Sexton can playmake, bro. I promise you. You got to turn some tape on in Utah. He's got better.
He's not a playmaking guard, bro.
I don't want to get into a whole Colin Sexton debate. That's not worth my time. You'll know one of these days. Anyways, I'm not saying he's no crazy.
Numbers, please look at the numbers guy.
I'm not saying
he's not a playmaking guard.
I'm not saying he's some crazy playmaker, but Colin Sexton could definitely playmake, bro. I don't even know. Like, we'll stop the winners and losers to pull some Colin Sexton film, numbers, whatever you want to do, bro. Colin Sexton, I guess.
What the numbers?
I want to do the guy's per 75 stats because they'll really tell it.
Oh yeah, that boy.
Let me see. I'll do per 100 possessions, I guess.
That's gonna make him look a lot better.
Yeah,
but he still had a very good season last year, especially
he
only played 26 minutes a game.
Bro, I know you can find per 75 stats. Where do you find those, bro? I think Duncan Threes got him. Duncan Threes got him, bro. Colin Sexton. Like this is holding up the episode so much, bro.
Brandon, do what you was doing, bro. Why you just lie like that and say like he's just like some elite playmaker, bro?
Did I say that ever, Q? Did I ever say that? What is he talking about?
You could have got some better playmaking options and free agents.
Not better playmaking than Topic, but I'm saying if you need a playmaking guard to
and Colin Sexton isn't a playmaking guard.
Per 36, he's 25 and 6.
Yeah.
That's not a playmaking guard, especially in this league. What are we doing? That is a score. That is a score first goal. That's for you score first. 23 and 6. That's like Jalen. That's like Jalen.
25 and 6.
25 and 6. Yeah, that's like Jalen Brunson. Like, what are we doing? That's not a playmaking guard. Please.
He can playmake, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
Donovan Mitchell a playmaker?
Yes.
Donovan Mitchell a playmaker?
To me, yes, he is.
No, I'm not asking you.
Oh, okay.
Donovan Mitchell a playmaker?
I would say he could playmake, but I'm not saying you go get a play. You
Donovan Mitchell is one of the best playmakers in the NBA right now.
You wouldn't say you go get a playmaker and say
he's one of the best playmakers in the league right now.
So you would say, "Oh, I need a playmaker." Donovan Mitchell.
No, obviously not.
That's what I'm saying.
At guard, it doesn't go that deep. Numbers are the same.
They need more.
Donovan Mitchell is 25 and 6.
That's literally his numbers.
Oh, I thought he was like 28.
If they trade Darius Garland, he might play point guard next year. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, matter of fact, I think I can find his price 75, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't really care. I don't really care.
No. You can't just be.
It's 9:30. I gotta go to the gym, bro. Like,
you can't just be saying stuff, bro. Like, you can't. Why can't I find this?
That's not just saying stuff. Colin Sexton is a score first guard, bro. Like,
that doesn't mean he's
exactly. A good. What are you talking about?
I didn't say he wasn't. I didn't say he couldn't play make, but I'm just saying like
this year
phrase that you made it seem like he was just like some Like that's just
I
his
don't know
niche.
why
Playmaking
you
is
just
his niche.
started.
You
You
go
thought
you
like
go out
that.
to
I
the
never said
playmaking.
that.
You get Colin Sexton. Like that's what she made it seem like.
Colin Sexton can play make. He's an actual point guard. Like Colin Sexton assist percentage this year was 92 percentile.
I'm a part of the young bull train. Like I like Colin Sexton. Like I
Yo,
like
come on, bro.
Colin Sexton,
That
bro.
was
Like what are you doing?
young
But I'm
boy
not. You're
trade.
not gonna just lie to me and say that he's just this playmaker. He's a part of. He's just from this playmaking niche. Like we're not doing.
He's
that.
improved as a playmaker significantly in his time in Utah. Last year he was 92. Assist percentage is not the most playmaking stat ever, but it's an indicator. And he was literally 92 percentile last year with his assist percentage, and he was 42 percentile with his turnovers percentage. But anyways, yes, the Thunder, and then they also drafted they drafted another guard in the second round, AJ Mitchell. I don't know what they were doing. They also traded 5 second-round picks for what's bro name?
Wait, the Bucks?
Dylan Jones.
Oh,
They traded 5 second-round picks for Dylan Jones. I really didn't know I don't know what they were doing on draft night. So for me, they were losers. Also the Spurs, they needed more shooting and playmaking. They got defense and they got more playmaking, didn't get shooting. It was like they also had the opportunity to draft Johnny Furphy and to get more shooting on their team, and they got Juan Nunez, who is probably going to be a draft and stash player. And I also don't think Castle was the pick at all. He should have been the pick, to be honest, because I talked about Castle enough on this platform. I'm not gonna get into all that. Those are my losers of the draft.
Obviously, Utah's a winner. They got 3 top 20 prospects, in my opinion. And at positions that are like, premium, you got that you want to build your team around: a guard, forward / wing, and a big. And Kyle Filipowski, he's almost a Lowry clone, in my opinion. He could do a lot of the same things. Another winner, I think, is the Timberwolves. They got 2 players that can put the ball in the basket. Whatever you think about Rob Dillam now, he's probably going to be better, as he goes on. And Terrence Shannon Jr., he's a bucket right now. I know he's older, but that just means he's a finished product, and he just came off averaging 23, 24 points. He can slot in, come off the bench for that team and, give them scoring because they need, people that can put the ball in the basket by themselves. And I think they got 2 of those. Loser, obviously the Bucks. Obviously the Hawks, I think they lost. I don't care. I still would have drafted Sarr anyway. I'm cool. I'm not taking Cam Johnson as my number 1 overall pick. That's really what they got. And I think Memphis lost. I don't think Edey was the pick at 9. And if you really wanted Zach Edey, he was going to be there. You could have probably traded down and got more. Probably got another prospect to put in there. You probably could have got Flip and Edey if you would have traded down. There's so many things they could have did. But, I understand it, but I just don't agree with it.
They got Jalen Wells in the second round. I really like that pick. I wouldn't call them losers. Did you watch what I said about Edey? What was your draft grade for that pick?
I was like a C-.
I gave it a B, I think. Yeah, I kind of warmed up to Edey along the draft process, and I think he kind of fits the team. If you think Clinton can beat Steven Adams for the Portland Trailblazers, I think Edey could kind of do what Steven Adams did for them.
I think running up and down on an NBA court, I think flashing out and guarding in space and things like that are just a lot different at the NBA level. And not that Klingon is, great at that, but he'd be better at it than Zach Edey, just based off, what we know. You know what I'm saying? Just so he's going to be better. Then they wanted the Grizzlies want to be more fast paced. They wanted to be better on offense, and they're not going to prioritize what Zach Edey does well on offense. So it's like you're not getting 22 and 11 from Zach Edey because they're not going to stop, Ja from doing what he do just to get Zach Edey 12 post-up touches a game. I don't think that's going to happen. With Donovan Clingan, you don't have to do that. They're both good connected passers, but that comes from, just working out the post. But again, it's not, a super need. I don't think they're going to dive into that. And I think Clingan is a better defender, right now. I think that helps them. That allows, Triple J to roam. I think Zach did get more abused because it's just certain things you could do with him. But I mean, it's whatever.
All right. We got one last segment. I saw numbers on the board do this. So shout out numbers on the board. They gave me this idea. But it's cute. It's cute.
Yeah.
Anyways, guess the NBA player by their NBA draft comparison. So when they were in the draft process, their pre-draft comparison. Or let me say it like this. Guess the NBA player by their pre-draft comparison. First up, this player's pre-draft comparison was DeMarcus Cousins and David Robinson.
Wait, huh?
DeAndre Ayton?
It is DeAndre Ayton. It is DeAndre Ayton. He was compared to DeMarcus Cousins and David Robinson in the 2018 draft. And he
kind of identifiable by David Robinson.
Yeah, they thought he was going to be some generational player. That he did not live up to that at all. Complete bust. Honestly, he was a bust. He's a bust. He's a bust.
Nobody averaging 18. Yo, I was just thinking about this earlier. Nobody averaging 18 and 10 is a bust. That's just ridiculous.
I think he can be a bust because one, he was drafted before Luka Doncic and Trae Young. He didn't live up to his expectations clearly at all.
He's not a bust.
He's a bust.
He's not a bust, bro.
All right. Next player, Jason. All right. This player was compared to Jason Richardson and Jimmy Butler.
I thought she was about to say Jason Tatum.
Compared to Jason Richardson and Jimmy Butler.
Yes.
Josh Jackson?
I mean, he's black and he can jump high.
Not Josh Jackson, no.
Give me a hint.
Bro, you didn't even make a guess. I'm not giving you a hint this early.
You said it's not Josh Jackson.
It's not Josh Jackson.
I don't be paying attention to draft comps because they be saying some crazy.
Wait, can you give me a year?
The year was 2016.
Jaylen Brown.
Yes, that's why I didn't want to give no hints. Yes, it makes it a lot easier when you get the year.
That was my first guess. I'm like, he's black and athletic. Okay, Jaylen Brown.
Black. All right. Anyways, all right. Guess the NBA player based on their pre-draft comparison. This player was compared to Nikola Mirotic and Ryan Anderson.
First off, why you gotta say the intro like to every player, bro? Like,
all right, so this,
bro,
a foreign stretch four.
You said Nikola Mirotic and who else?
Ryan Anderson.
It's somebody that could. It's a four that could shoot. So he probably like 6'9", 6'10", could shoot the ball.
Laurie? No, he's more like he has more facets. But I'll say Laurie.
It is Laurie Markkinen.
That's crazy.
I was trying to keep a poker face, but yeah, you got it. It is Laurie, yeah. All right. Last name. This player was compared to Nikola Vucevic and Perk Antic. It is not single, no. It is not single.
Vucevic is crazy.
Vucevic is a post player.
Nah, you might have to give me a hint.
I'm not giving hints to make it too easy. Too easy. You give me it. If I give you a hint.
Damn.
Carmelo.
Stop it.
Bro, Nikola Vucevic is not in the league, bro. Carmelo.
I gotta think. Vooch came in like 2011, so it probably got to be somebody drafted around like 2019 at least, like around 20, maybe 2020.
I will say you are very far off. That's not.
Oh yeah, so see, yeah, I'm it's up.
Jay, could you not be on your phone while we're doing that?
I'm texting you, bro.
I'm lost. You're gonna have to give me. Don't be too high. Give me like a like. Don't even give me the year. Give me like the gap, like between what and what year?
Between 2013 and 2017.
No
You
way.
said what?
Between 2013 and 2017. You corny, so it really might be like some dummy. It ain't no Jalil.
I was about to say I'm thinking Jalil, bro.
Jalil Black. Yeah.
Jalil's about to be the damn near number one overall pick. Why would he be compared to Nikola Vucevic, bro? Come on, bro.
Nerlens Noel, nah.
Please.
Bro.
I'm just thinking of centers.
He is white. Yes, he is white. You know how
Dragon
scouts
Bender.
be? No, not Dragon Bender. No. You know how scouts be like race scouting, whatever it's called.
What's his name? Alex?
Not Alex Lynn.
No.
Yeah. No.
No, bro.
Alex Lynn tough. He be getting dunked on though.
It's very surprising. Very surprising.
Bobby
Portis.
No.
Bobby Portis.
I say he's white.
Oh, he's white.
I say Jacopoto.
No, he's talking about Bobby Portis, bro.
Is it Jacopoto though?
No, it's not Jacopoto.
Oh no, that's Jakob.
Yeah, you're gonna have to give a hint.
Wait. Who's the white dude that plays for the Spurs?
It's not him.
Zach Collins.
He was drafted in 2014.
Bro. 2014.
Bro, what?
Don't know. He don't know.
Like, bro, what?
He was drafted in 2014. He's a center. And white.
I can't tell you.
Wait. I know this, bruh. I know centers from this draft. Is it Cody Zeller?
No.
No, wait, that was 13.
He's a foreign player.
Foreign baggies.
There's no. Was it high? Was it a lottery pick?
It was not a lottery pick. No.
All right, you're just all right. We don't.
Was Dario Saric a lottery? Dario Saric was 2014.
Yes. No.
Dario Saric was like 17, 18, 17, 18. Saric,
it was a 2014 draft pick that is a foreign player, white, obviously, and not
Jokic.
Yes, it's literally Jokic.
Oh, word.
Literally, bro.
Hold on. Let me see. Let me see the 2014 draft.
He was drafted in the second round. He didn't play till like 2016 though.
Oh yeah, I know that. They traded Nurkic so he could play.
Yeah.
Dario Saric did get drafted in 2014. He got drafted to Orlando.
Oh, he must have not played. He must have not came over for a while then.
All right, man. Episode 99. Let's end it off, host.
Clean Anthony early. Bro, right back in the hood still.
All right, thank y'all for watching. We're gonna be out. I don't know what our host is doing. Thank y'all, showing the love. Follow social media up at the top of the screen, and we are out.